Hey guys, Golden here and welcome to another Fortnite mobile video. Today, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best HUDs to use for Fortnite Mobile. Now, I've done a video similar to this a while ago called Top 4 Fortnite Mobile HUDs, but since then a lot of new HUDs have come out, so I decided I'm going to make a part 2 with way better HUDs. Not to mention, in the last video, I was using a lot of HUDs made for iPhones on my iPad when I was showing the gameplay, so I wasn't able to get the best gameplay I could. If you're add-on new to my channel, please consider subscribing for Fortnite Mobile videos. Now, if you were planning on skipping straight to the #1 HUD, then I wouldn't recommend that, because these are all my opinions and I might like a completely different style of HUD than you, so my 10th favorite HUD might be your favorite. With all that out of the way, obviously I'm not going to waste your guys' time because this is already going to be a pretty long video, so I hope you enjoy.
Maybach music.
Number 10, Spectacles. Now, Spectacles is actually one of my subscribers, so I decided I'm going to showcase his HUD in this video. This is a perfect 3-finger HUD. I'm going to let him show the gameplay to you guys. It's nothing crazy, but if you guys are just trying to play Fortnite Mobile casually, then I would definitely recommend this HUD.
Maybach music.
Number 9, it's 4G. Now, the reason I'm putting this super low on the list is simply because this is a non-claw HUD. I've been using a claw HUD since Fortnite Mobile custom HUD settings first came out, so I've naturally been used to claw HUDs. Now, a lot of pros use claw, but if you're just trying to play Fortnite Mobile casually, then this might be another really good HUD for you. This was one of the best non-claw HUDs I found out there, so if you're looking for a non-claw HUD, then this might be the one for you.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Music.
Number 8, Biggie and Rex. This HUD is the perfect HUD for people trying to transition into claw. With this HUD, you can play with 2 fingers, but you also have the option to add 1 finger and play 3-finger claw. Now, for those of you who are still playing with only 2 fingers but want to try to play claw, I would recommend this HUD. However, this isn't really the HUD for me because I already play 3/4-finger claw, so there was really no reason for me to use this for a transition HUD. Something I liked about this HUD was the build button's locations. It was super easy to build with, and I think this could be an awesome HUD for someone who is transitioning into claw.
Maybach music.
Number 7, Trippy. Now, Trippy made a really interesting HUD. Most people only use their inventory to build at the bottom or only the build buttons. But this HUD has the option for both. Probably could have been higher on the list for me if it had a look stick. I'm so used to building using the look stick instead of having to spam the fire button, so this isn't really the HUD for me. This HUD isn't really the one for me, but it might be one for you guys.
Maybach music.
Number 6. Flashing. Now, I don't want to get a lot of you mad for putting Flashing this low on the list, but I love Flashing. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, but his HUD just didn't really suit me. Now, this is a really good HUD, but I just had a couple really small changes that could be made. First off, the jump button could have been a little down more because sometimes I accidentally hit the rotate button instead of hitting the jump button. Also, the edit button felt a little awkward trying to reach for it while playing Claw, so I knew I had to put Flashing on this list. I recommend you try using his HUD. He's one of the best mobile players, so be sure to also check out his channel.
Maybach music.
Number 5. XD Will. First off, shout out to XD Will. He's a super underrated mobile YouTuber. In terms of his HUD, I really like playing with this HUD. When I first set up this HUD, the first immediate thing I noticed was the inventory slots on the bottom are super distracting and cover up a good bit of your screen. But I think those are important to have because sometimes while playing Claw, it can be hard to reach the 4th and 5th slot. I also like the positioning of the scope button. However, something I did notice is that the buttons are really close together on the right side. So sometimes I accidentally hit the wrong button. Now this HUD is very similar to Ducky the Gamer's, so I decided not to include Ducky the Gamer's HUD on this list. I really liked this HUD.
Maybach music.
Number 4. Adam X Legend. Of course, Adam X Legend is on the list. Are you surprised? I'm not, but maybe that's because I made this list. Anyways, for those of you who don't know who Adam X Legend is, he's only arguably the greatest Fortnite mobile player in the world. Now recently he actually scored 36 in the Pop-Up Cup, which is crazy for a mobile player. Now the only reason he's not in at least top 3 is because he plays on an iPad Pro and I play on an iPhone X. He also uses like 7+ fingers to play, and to try to fit 7 fingers on an iPhone, it's kinda hard. Now there isn't much else to not like about his HUD. I mean, come on, Adam X Legend uses it. But I would recommend this to anyone who wants to become a professional mobile player, and to someone who has an iPad Pro and can play 7-finger Claw.
Maybach music.
Number 3. Ballet. Out of this entire list, with this one I was simply able to build a lot quicker with. I like using my left fingers to build, so this was definitely one of my favorite HUDs. I also really like the position of the edit button. It was super easy to access. The only super small thing that's really easy to fix is the jump button is a little small. I would recommend this to anyone who wants to get better at building and editing. Number 2, Roland GT. This is probably the best HUD for editing. This is another claw HUD, and with this HUD, you use your right finger to edit, and I honestly like that. This HUD is super clean, and I definitely recommend you check out Roland GT because he does a lot of Fortnite mobile live streams, and I would say this HUD is good for people who edit a lot and need a HUD that could improve their editing speed.
Maybach music.
Number 1. Now the best HUD, in my opinion, the HUD that works best for me is my own. And it's probably going to be the same way for you guys. If none of these HUDs suit you, then I would recommend you simply make your own. Now I will show off my HUD because a lot of you guys actually wanted to see this. I think if you really want a perfect HUD, then I would recommend making your own HUD. Now some of these HUDs might just suit you just fine, but if there's anything you don't like in the HUD, then don't be afraid to make changes. I might make a video in the future on how to make your own HUD. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you made it this far, then I'm assuming you liked the video, so be sure to leave a like before you leave. To support this channel even more, please consider using code GOLDENYT in the item shop before every single purchase. Follow me on Twitter at GoldenYT. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This has been Golden, and I'll see you in the next video.